Hey there, Sovereigns. Monica Grace from cardreadingqueen.com here. Today's content is how can I move my twin soul relationship from friends to lovers? So this is for everybody who is maybe an acquaintance or a friend or even a best friend with their twin soul, and they're wondering why is the attraction just not there, or why is this person not recognizing the romance that is there? And we're gonna get into it in this content. So first, I want to tell you how you can get and stay connected to me, Monica Grace. You can go to facebook.com/cardreadingqueen, cardreadingqueen.com/YouTube, instagram.com/cardreadingqueen, twitter.com/MonicaGraceCRQ, pinterest.com/cardreadingqueen, dailytwinsoul.tumblr.com, and linkedin.com/company/cardreadingqueen. Additionally, if you hear of any freebies in this content that you would like to pick up, I keep them all at cardreadingqueen.com/freebies. So definitely go there first to check out what is on offer. And any resources, for the most part, that I talk about in this content, you can find it there. So again, that's cardreadingqueen.com/freebies. Let's get into the content. How can I move my twin soul relationship from friends to lovers? So let's talk about what's really going on here. So, and I just want to get more clear on what you might be experiencing. So the first is that your twin soul wants to be friends and you want more. So this is the classic friends to lovers scenario. Maybe you're best friends with a person and they're not seeing that romantic element, but you are. So what society says about this, they really say, if the person isn't going to give you what you want, it's a waste of your time. So a lot of people, and I feel like, I tend to hear this more from men and saying it to women. Now, this isn't a blanket statement by any means, but it's kind of like that he's just not that into you energy. If you're familiar with that book from, probably like a decade ago at this point, called He's Just Not That Into You. It's kind of the same energy, or like the same conversation of like, look, if this guy wanted to be with you, he would make the first move, that type of energy. And so they say like, look, you may get the advice, look, this person is never going to give you what you want. This person is never going to give you the relationship. So you're really just wasting your time, because you're going to struggle to be friends with them or remain friends with them when you will always want more from them. And then, people also say to invest your energy elsewhere, because a lot of times in these dynamics, the person who wants the romantic relationship is giving more to the connection than the other person is. And it's, this is all in the 3D. I want to add that, because it's really that in the 3D, it's almost like one person is kind of chasing the other in some way, even if like there's no kind of in and out going on, it's still like one person feels more than the other. And so when the other asks them to do something, that person, always says yes, or like, hey, can I borrow $10? Sure, here's $10. Or like, hey, like, I'm sick. Okay, I'm gonna bring some soup over. And like, it's not like, it's often not as reciprocal of a relationship. So they say like, look, you should invest your energy elsewhere. Find someone who's gonna give you the relationship you want. And that is how society thinks about these relationships. So let's talk about, what does the twin soul way say, or what is the twin soul way? So if you believe that this person is your twin soul and you want to work this out through the healing methods that the twin soul journey offers, and you may not want to do that, so I just want to be clear. But if you are trying to do that, you have to ask yourself, what is your twin soul really saying at the end of the day when they say that they don't see the romantic attraction in your relationship? So they're really saying that they want to build the foundation of love through friendship. At the end of the day, that's what they're trying to say. And, energetically, it's really a question of how can you love that person romantically if you can't love them as a friend? Can you receive that person's love as a friend in order to, in the future, receive that love romantically? And then, do you love that person enough to meet them where they are? And sometimes this can be a lesson in unconditional love. Now, I want to say here, these questions are really hard to ask yourself, especially when you want more. And the other piece of this is that it's going to require a shift in your behavior. So if you are the one experiencing the unrequited love, it's really the unrequited romance, because that person does love you if they're your true friend. And it really comes down to you have to shift that they want the relationship to be friendship. And so how can you shift to being a friend to them? Because friends say no sometimes. For example, friends don't always come to your rescue. Friends don't do romantic things for each other. So they don't send each other flowers, for example. They don't, drop everything at, a minor inconvenience. So like, when my car breaks down, I either call my husband or I call like my, like AAA or whatever the car thing, the car service is. So like, I am not calling a friend to say, hey, can you come jump my car? That's not what I would do. And I think you have to kind of, if you are in the situation and you're on the end that wants the romance, you really have to set those boundaries and see how that friend reacts. Because if they are your twin soul, then they will respect your boundaries. If they're not your twin soul, it may be that they have issues with those boundaries, because it may be that you guys have created this toxic pattern where you want to give and they want to take, and that's how your friendship has formed. So yeah, if this is your twin soul, then they will honor the boundaries of the relationship that they want, which is friendship. And if they're not, then there may be some falling out there. And this is actually kind of a good test to see which one it is. All right, so when will the romance come in this situation? It's okay to want the romance with your twin and to know that the romance is coming, as you will eventually connect and align on all levels of your twin soul partnership, if this is your twin soul. So, the levels, I talk about this in my book about this called Your Twin Soul Journey, but the levels of the twin soul relationship, there's like the mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual levels. There's also, they are your greatest student, and they are also your greatest teacher. They are your greatest friend. They are your greatest lover. They are, also like they know you best as well, because they are you on some level. So it's like, sometimes the way I think of it is sometimes the relationship with your twin soul, sometimes some of those levels come online before others do. So for example, I think for me personally, in my twin soul relationship, my purpose came online before some of the other pieces did. So before, the spiritual connection came online, my life purpose was online. And it's like you have all these different levels of your twin soul relationship, and you have eternity to go deeper on them. So they don't all come online at once. So it could be that you are in this partnership with them and it's just friendship right now, and that's okay. I know for mine, my twin soul relationship, I did not have feelings for my twin soul at all before we started dating or before we came together. I was pretty actively like not into him in truth. And like very, and it wasn't like I was playing hard to get. I was really like, no, I would literally never date him. Like we're never going to be together. And I even told him that. I was like, this isn't going to happen. Like, you need to just stop. Like, we're friends. And that's it. And you need to just calm down. So, yeah, I think it's fine for a relationship to start out as friendship. And, you know, in that situation, he did hear that I just want to be friends, and he accepted that and honored that. And eventually my feelings shifted. So that's, you know, and he wasn't really pursuing me or anything. It's just, my feelings shifted naturally because I really started to recognize him on a deeper level. And so I started to, you know, really entertain the idea of dating him, on my own. And, you know, I also saw that like I was desiring to spend more time with him because he did start dating somebody else. And, I found myself like not being that okay with it. And so I just started, you know, I started to like think about like, maybe I do have feelings for him, or, you know, I started to kind of understand that more. And, yeah, I think it's really normal for a twin soul partnership to start out as a friendship. So what's really kind of a problem that I see is that sometimes a friend will try to take, sometimes in these friendship situations, one of the twin souls will try to take from the other twin soul. And this is often like a neediness. It's a discomfort with the relationship as it is a friendship, and that ends up being controlling. So make sure that you're not doing that, because that is going to repel your romance. It's okay to heal yourself and realize you want more for yourself. And that is the opposite of control, which is surrender. So it's really, the thing to do is basically, you know, kind of accept where the other twin is at. Let them kind of come into the truth at their own pace. And, you know, don't, you know, eradicate your neediness, your discomfort, eradicate all the areas where you're trying to control the situation, through healing yourself. It doesn't mean that you don't want more for yourself. It's not that. It's really just surrendering to the process and releasing your attachment to them as well. Giving them the option to choose and have their own autonomy and free will. So, what's, you know, in terms of next steps, what is the biggest upset around your twin soul just wanting to be friends? Because that's really what you need to heal right now. So it could be that you know, it could just be like you want more. And it's like, okay, how do you heal that? So what I would do in that situation, I would say, well, what do I want more of, and how can I give that to myself? So maybe I want more attention from them. Maybe I want more love from them. Maybe I want more, I don't know, more like security almost. So like sometimes people want like, oh, I want that person that I can just go to no matter what. Maybe, you know, and there are so many different things. So you have to really look at like, what is the thing that you want from this person right now? You know, like it could even be like, maybe I want them to like give me a gift or something. And it's like, Oh, what does this gift represent to me? It represents love. Okay, I need to love myself. I need to give myself love. I need to give myself a gift. I need to give myself companionship. So like sometimes it's like boredom or loneliness or yeah. So I hope that makes sense. So then in order to heal this on a more deeper level, you can try the reflection journaling practice. It's at cardreadingqueen.com/freebies. And you can also leave a comment on this posting to share your upset, your story, or your results with this scenario. I also talk a lot about this friends to lovers scenario in my book, Your Twin Soul Journey. It's a guide to experience eternal, unconditional, harmonious, embodied love and union with your divine partner. And you can find out more about it at cardreadingqueen.com/twin soul journey. That's all for this content. I hope it was helpful to you. Thank you so much for sticking with me, and I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day.